Chairman of Bitmine Immersion Technology. This is a job that you were appointed to just last week. Tell us a little bit more about what that entails.
It's a company that is pivoting to become an Ethereum treasury strategy.
And what is the appeal of owning an Ethereum treasury strategy as opposed to owning an Ethereum ETF?
When someone buys an Ethereum ETF, they're buying a single unit of Ethereum. And for as long as they hold that ETF, that amount of quantity of Ethereum is going to be basically fixed. Whereas an Ethereum treasury stock actually has a lot more optionality to increase the Ethereum held per share.
Fascinating. Or even, I would say, probably than buying Ethereum directly.
Correct, that's right. You're letting an entity then try to help you acquire more Ethereum. And again, as these Ethereum treasury strategies get to become large parts of the Ethereum network, they're actually helping the ecosystem.
Another company helping the crypto ecosystem is MicroStrategy. Co-founded by billionaire entrepreneur Michael Saylor, it started as a business intelligence company and has recently become notable for its significant investments in Bitcoin. The other appeal too for a company like MicroStrategy is that people can sort of bet on Bitcoin and use money that's in the stock market. So anybody who has a hedge fund, they can make that bet. Is that kind of what you're trying to do here as well, with people can sort of get exposure to Ethereum without maybe investing in it directly?
Oh, that's right. MicroStrategy is very unique because he has what I'd call a sovereign put. He has 600,000 Bitcoin. He has so much Bitcoin that when the United States or Qatar or the UAE decides they want to get 1 million Bitcoin on their balance sheet as a nation, it's going to be easier for those countries to buy MicroStrategy. So he'll always trade at a premium to the Bitcoin, because if the US wanted to buy 1 million Bitcoin in the open market, the price of Bitcoin would go stratospheric. I think Ethereum has a Wall Street put, because as the Goldmans and the JP Morgans want to be big in the stablecoin market, they're also going to want to make sure that the underlying layer 1 is super secure. So as a public chain, they're going to want to own a large stake in Ethereum. So the Ethereum treasury strategies have what I call a Wall Street put, because they're basically moving in front of what Wall Street probably ends up doing.
Do you think it's good that there's so many people getting into stablecoin, or does that pose maybe a challenge for you now that there is so much competition?
It's good and bad. I mean, the stablecoin is a great business because the issuer issues $1, and if they're prudently investing it, for instance, into treasuries, they're earning yield that isn't paid to the holders of the stablecoin. So it's probably a better business than being a bank. There is going to be a lot of stablecoins.
And that's why you're seeing JP Morgan get into it. Are there a lot of other banks you think that are going to?
Yes. Circle has really opened people's eyes. Circle is probably one of the top 10 most profitable banks in the world.
That's wild. So you think JP Morgan's the first of many?
Yes, it'll be first of many. It's going to make sense that these large banks, the Goldmans, JP Morgans, are going to be trusted issuers of stablecoins because they have a lot of trust. So I think that is really an opportunity for them, but then it's an opportunity for merchants. Merchants have been at the mercy of transaction networks. For instance, depending on which product is being sold, Visa often makes the merchant eat the chargeback, like a fraudulent charge. It can run as much as 6-7% of all transaction volume. With a stablecoin, that essentially drops to zero. There's no chargebacks. So merchants don't mind accepting stablecoins, and that's why even Amazon may be a stablecoin issuer itself.
A huge range of investors are backing this pipe that you're doing. Tell us about some of the folks who've invested.
Bitmine Immersion did raise $250 million in a pipe. It was a very high-quality group of investors, as disclosed in the press release. It was led by Mosaics Group, which is a discretionary macro hedge fund. Other investors include Founders Fund, Pantera, Galaxy Digital, FalconX, Kraken, Republic Digital, but also a lot of traditional funds like Occam Crest and Diametric Capital.
And that's very interesting. Maybe sort of emblematic then of what you're saying Ethereum offers too, where it's sort of crypto, but it also offers that appeal to more traditional financial investors.
That's right, and it reflects the convergence that's taking place between traditional finance and crypto.